Nani! So guys, I know you have one big question in mind. If you don't know, there's also a lot of, actually there's some news I have to tell you guys. Now, 1.4, as you all know it, we have 1.2 which is coming up, which should feature Ganyu and Albedo and even some more characters. 1.3 with XIAO, Mimiko, AYAKA, and also, I forgot her name, let me go look. And Wei, right? And then we have 1.4, which is after 1.3, which features none other than, you guessed it, AYAKA, which all of you, I don't know, you hungry little monsters want her for some reason. So, in today's video, we're going to be going over not only 1.4, a little bit of information on 1.4, as well as a leak on a character, but also whether you should save for 1.3 or 1.2. So, before we start this video, as always, you already know, if you are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Join the subscribers on the grind to 1,500 subscribers, guys. Please join the gang, join the family. We are almost at 1,100 subscribers already, guys. Let's keep grinding. I love y'all. And also drop a like down below. You're going to enjoy this content. Without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so as you can see, shout out to Neptune again. Y'all already know where all these leaks come from, blah, blah, blah. You have to take this with a grain of salt. But in version 1.4, we have basically, we're looking at AYAKA being in a version 1.4. Not only is that, of course we all know that Inazuma is coming in version 1.4. We're going to be getting AYAKA as well as Mimi. And if you don't know, AYAKA is a sword user. I'm pretty sure everybody knows about AYAKA. But AYAKA is a sword user that is cryo, and she's a 5-star unit. And Mimi is a catalyst hydro user and a 4-star unit, which I'm pretty sure they're going to feature Mimi on AYAKA's banner if this does come. Take this with a grain of salt. If this does come, this will be one of the banners that will be in 1.4. Now, as we know, they're not only going to release one banner in 1.4, so we will be looking forward to a lot more characters. And I also have to think about if we do get Scaramouche. If you don't know who Scaramouche is, I'll show you real quick. Okay, as you can see, this is Scaramouche right here. He is one of the Fatui Harbingers, just like Child, or aka Tartaglia, and he appeared in the Unreconciled Stars missions. So if you do those missions, if you are in Act 2 right now, you would have seen him. And this is a big, and I mean big appearance, because we just got a Fatui Harbinger, and what I'm thinking is, if they don't release him in 1.2, which is not looking like they'll release him in 1.2, but you never know what Genshin will do, right? Okay, as you can see right here, this was November the 4th, Child is in it. He said that that Scaramouche was going to appear in Unreconciled Stars, which was in 1.1. That's what we already are. So that is cool. He appeared, but now we're questioning when is he going to be playable. Now, this dude, guys, I've heard when I was talking to him, he said that he reigned from Inazuma. So I'm putting questions out there. He's a 5-star unit, right? He reigns from Inazuma. Is he going to be in 1.4 with AYAKA? That makes sense. It would make sense, but guys, take that with a grain of salt. We're making assumptions here, right here, because we only have these two units that we are thinking that are going to be in 1.4. So I was just making an assumption. Scaramouche might be in 1.4. We never know, but we'll see. But anyway, let's go over this unit, and let's also inevitably go over which should you save for, 1.3 or 1.4. But before we go and discuss about AYAKA, I wanted to show you one more thing as proof to where he might appear 1.4. He says, I am a vagrant from Inazuma. I just had stopped to assist this poor gentleman when you turned up. This shows, like I said, he is from Inazuma. Maybe when Inazuma launches in 1.4, which is in March of 2021, we may get a AYAKA banner as well as a Scaramouche Fatui Harbinger banner. So anyway, that's my speculation. Y'all say what y'all want. Y'all say in the comment section what y'all think is gonna happen. But let's get on to what AYAKA can do. Okay, guys, AYAKA, as stated, is a sword user as well as a cryo user, 5-star character. Okay, so we're gonna go over the gameplay and everything, but first let's go over her skills and everything she has to offer. So we have her normal attack, which is the Kamisato AYAKA style, blah blah blah. This is actually her elemental skill. I don't know why it says normal attack. Normal attack is the sword, you know, the sword thing. I will show you exactly what it is. I think it's like a 6-piece or a 5-piece combo. But anyway, we have the Kamisato arc Hyoka. This is a gracious style of Kamisato art. Kamisato emits ice around herself and shortly afterwards launches nearby opponents and deals cryo damage. This does 340% of her attack and the cooldown is 6 seconds. So like I said, she is looking like a character that you can spam elemental skills with to recharge your energy even faster. So I'm looking at a character that can spam elemental skills and spam elemental burst potentially. So we're looking at something that you need to build around a lot of her cryo damage as well as her energy recharge, or not her energy recharge, maybe crit rate or maybe crit damage, depending on what her actual when you ascend her, what her substat is, maybe whether that's crit damage or whether that's cryo damage. You have to build her based on that as well. So anyway, let's stop talking about builds and go over more of her skills, right? So we have her elemental her not her elemental skill, but her Kamisato art Sinho. This is her sprint. She's just like Mona. If you did not know, she can go underground and she has cryo that emits while she's underground, and then when she pops back up, she inflicts any opponent that's near her with the cryo for 4-second duration, right? And then we also have, and also the stamina cooldown thing, you have less stamina consumption, 15%, right? So we have her elemental burst as well, which is her Kamisato art Sometsu, a quick, powerful style of Kamisato art. Kamisato AYAKA creates blade storms which deals cryo damage over time to enemies caught within, right? Then when the damage over time ends, the blade explodes, which deals extra cryo damage to all opponents in a wider radius. So like I said, this character is looking like not a DPS, but like a DPS, but not as in like a physical DPS and not like a normal attack DPS. This is looking like more of an elemental skill, elemental burst DPS, right? So we have our constellations right here as well. Constellation 1, which is Mi Yukino, but I'm not gonna pronounce it, is upon casting Kamisato art Sumetsu unleashes 2 additional small blade storms. So once you do her elemental burst, if you have Constellation 1, it releases 2 extra blades that come out. And then right here you have Constellation 2. When energy is above 50%, increases normal attack damage by 30%. When energy is below 50%, increases normal attack crit rate by 15%. So she, like I said, she might actually be able to do both. She might be the one character in this game that could do both with physical damage as well as normal attack damage, as well as elemental burst and skill damage, right? So we don't know. We're gonna see when she comes out in March of 2021. We're gonna see all about this, right? So we're just talking about who should you get. So before any of that, let's just go over this, right? So we have right here, which is Constellation 3, increases Kamisato art Hyoka's damage against cold/frozen targets by 50%. That's pretty cool. And also we have Constellation 4, which is while in Kamisato art Sinho form, when you're sprinting, AYAKA marks nearby opponents below 30% HP, leaving the form near marked opponents and hitting them immediately with a normal attack that deals cryo damage equal to 400% of attack. This attack counts as a charge attack. Wow, so it's going to take tons of your stamina, right? But you're going to do tons of damage. That is absolutely insane. That's really cool. It's really, really cool. Unlike Mona, where you're literally like, you're just swimming underground and then you see an enemy and then your little thing pops up automatically and it taunts them and then they get stuck in the taunt and then take the hydro damage, right? So this is really cool. That does a lot of damage. So we also have Constellation 5, which increases energy recharge by 33 and decreases Kamisato art Sumetsu's cooldown by 6 seconds, right? And this character is absolutely really, really good. I'm gonna go ahead and go into the video first. So here we have the video right here. As you can see, this is what she looks like. She has this kimono. That's why I was assuming that she would be. That's why I was assuming she would be in 1.3, but instead she's going to be in 1.4 most likely, right? So as you've seen just now, this is her sprint. Like I said, this is called Sinho right here. Let's go back a little bit more. This is called Sinho. It's just like Mona's, and when she pops out, she deals the inflicts cryo to her enemies so that you can go for elemental reactions and whatnot. That is her normal attacks, which absolutely look insane because how she puts the sword back so slow. And this is her elemental skill, where she emits the ice all around her and makes everybody go boom, literally. This is her elemental burst, and like it said, it's going to do damage over time and then have an explosion like you just seen right at the end. So it's looking like it's going to carry the enemies, and then inevitably they're going to blow up, which is absolutely insane. This character design, the character model, the character in general, the cooldowns of all of her skills and bursts is absolutely insane. It's not bad at all, right? So we're looking at Kamisato AYAKA, and we don't have a lot of information on Mimi, right? So we have Mimi, which is a Catalyst Hydro user. We don't have any information on her because of the fact that nothing has been leaked of 1.4 like heavily, because it's nowhere near us, so nothing's gonna be leaked heavily. But Neptune blessed us with at least the names, right? So we have AYAKA, which is probably going to be in 1.4 most likely because Inazuma is releasing, and then we also have Mimi, which is a Catalyst Hydro user, which is a 4-star user, which might be the featured unit on AYAKA's banner as well. now we have 1.3. I discussed this in the video yesterday. If you haven't watched that video, go watch that video. I'm gonna put the big old thumbnail right here, and also I'm gonna put it at the end of the video because it is very descriptive of 1.3 and most of what is in 1.3. But the reason 1.3 is absolutely broken, yeah, 1.4 is really good. 1.3 is absolutely broken though, because not only are we getting XIAO, which is one of the most broken like characters that you can ever ask for. He is an animal character, a pole arm, 5-star animal pole arm, guys, and he is the first transformation character. He can transform. Yes, you heard me. If you don't know, he can transform. Like I said, watch the video from yesterday. He transforms. He can, his cooldown is pretty decent on his attacks. He has a double elemental skill, so his elemental skill is like just like Cleese, where you can throw out 2 Jumpy Dumpties. You could do 2 quick animal slashes in quick succession, as well as his elemental burst, which is where he can literally take the form of a Yakusha, which is it was feared by the demons and the archons, so they were all scared of this man, literally, and he's absolutely insane. And once you're in this form, your gravity literally decreases. Like, you could jump and stay in the air for a while, but basically your jumps get higher. You can do lots of splash damage and lots of plunge damage. As you know, plunge damage does a lot of damage. And then once you're in the Yakusha form, all of your damage is converted into animal damage. You will not be doing normal attack damage. This form lasts for 15 seconds, guys. Can't believe I remembered that. I am such a XIAO diehard. Okay, but anyway, like I'm saying, that XIAO is absolutely broken, but this is not the only reason you want to save for 1.3, because yes, I feel like you should save inevitably for 1.3 over 1.4. You're probably saying, you're so slow, Whisker-chan. But I know all of you love Kamisato AYAKA. I know all of you want AYAKA, but what I'm looking at right now is not only are we getting a meta-breaking character, because I'm going to show you this clip that'll absolutely change your mind on everything, and it's guys, it's going to be insane. I'm going to show you the clip after I talk about this, but like I said, we have this meta-breaking character that we might get, and we also have XIAO, which is our very first Dendro in the game. She's a Catalyst Dendro that is coming to the game, and most likely what's going to happen is XIAO and XIAO are going to be on the same banner. XIAO's going to be the featured 5-star, XIAO is going to be the featured 4-star, as well as 2 more 4-stars, similar to the Child and Zone Lee banners that we have gotten on Genshin, right? So we're going to be killing 2 birds with 1 stone, getting the best unit in the game, as well as getting XIAO, which is our first Dendro in the game. That is going to be really cool to check out. And like I said, in the other video, I described heavily on 1.3, really heavily, everything you need to know, basically. And XIAO, basically, she's going to do good, because I know y'all are going to have questions about Dendro. What is Dendro's reaction? What is this? What is that? Dendro does not have a lot of reactions like Electro or like Hydro or like Pyro, anything like that. What it's gonna mainly have is burning, and what that is once she sees a Catalyst user, she's gonna inflict Dendro damage, right? So once she inflicts that Dendro damage, you can go into a Pyro user and then use your elements from your Pyro, and then boom, you can inflict a elemental reaction called burning, which does damage over time. Now that is good, but like I said in my last video, it's not all about elemental reactions in this game. Even though it is, it's not all about elemental reactions. It's about how you build the character and how you build the team, okay? So take this, and not only are we getting that, we're getting a new we're getting a 5-star Electro Claymore user named Weiwei. That is very crazy, because we do have an Electro Claymore user named Beto, if you do not know, but many of you know Beto. So that is crazy that we're getting a 5-star Claymore Electro user. I am very interested in that, to see what she can possibly do. We don't really have information on Weiwei as well as Miniko, but we do have XIAO and the banner for XIAO. We have what XIAO looks like, and we also have what XIAO looks like. I can show you what XIAO looks like real quick. As you can see, this is XIAO right here. This is what she looks like. Yes, she's a Chibi. If you dare say lol, XIAO, ooh, you're banned. Anyway, she is a Chibi, guys, and literally, she is the first Dendro user in this game. She's going to be the first Dendro user in 1.3. 1.3, mind you, does come 2021 February with the Lantern Festival, which will be held in the UA. We're going to be getting tons of events and whatnot with that. Not only are we getting these badass characters, we are getting tons of new events and everything. So I really think that 1.3, in my opinion, with everything. Oh yeah, let me show you the XIAO clip. Okay, shout out to this channel, which is ARREN, Aaron. Shout out to the channel, because we have level 80 gameplay of XIAO. I never seen this until now. As you can see, the system looks a little bit different and whatnot. This is in closed beta test, of course, guys, and this is what it looks like he can do. Now, I'm pretty sure they're going to nerf him. You're going to see exactly why I'm saying they're going to nerf him. You're probably like, why would they nerf XIAO? Well, guys, you're going to see right here. Boom, transformation. Look at the health of this boss. Do you see this damage? And this may not even be his best build, and that may not even be his best weapon. This character, absolutely, I don't know what to say, guys. This character is going to be game-changing, in my opinion, from what he can do. And as you can see, that was his elemental burst when he goes into his Yaksha form. And also, his elemental burst is already almost back once he just got done with it. Just from... This character is broken, okay? Look, I'm actually speechless because when I seen that clip, I was like, this is pushing my ambition to save many primal gems before I can get this man, like, save at least 50,000, because I want constellation for him, because he's that good. I want constellation for him to make him even better, because he is going to be a meta breaking character. Transformation unit, the first transformation unit, right? And he's also going to be Animo Pole Arm, which is absolutely insane, and I just can't wait for this. So I feel like 1.4, we know we're getting Ayaka. We're most likely getting Ayaka because Inazuma. We're most likely going to get Scaramouche as well, since he reigns from Inazuma and he is a Fatui Harbinger. It would make sense, but we don't know. Take this with a grain of salt, guys. But those might be the two banners, Ayaka as well as Scaramouche. We never know though. Like I said, take it with a grain of salt. But in my opinion, what should you save for? You guys are saving for Kamisato Ayaka. She is really good. She is a really good unit. But in my opinion, my boy XIAO just has more to offer. And not only does he have more to offer, he's offering on his banner, most likely, the very first Dendro character in this game. That is a W. That is the biggest W I've ever seen in Genshin. This is going to be the biggest W I've ever seen in Genshin. Not only is this Lantern event going to be beautiful, and we're getting it before 1.4, it's also going to feature one of the best, the best character in the game, as well as the first Dendro, as well as we're going to have a Weiwei banner for the 5-star Claymore Electro user, and then we're gonna have a Mimiko, which is going to be on Weiwei's banner, probably most likely, right? So guys, to conclude this video, 1.3 is what you should save for. And I'm sorry if you guys feel like I'm wrong about this, like you really love Ayaka. I understand, because y'all seen these beta testers and whatnot, and you've seen how cool it looks, how Ayaka's animations look, how Ayaka looks in general, her stats and whatnot. But I feel like you'd gain more from XIAO just from how his build is. And not only is his build extremely strong, he's also a unit with one of the best character designs in the game up to date, right? So that's all I really have to say. He's really different. He's a different breed. He's way ahead of his time, and we're getting him even before Ayaka, which is absolutely insane. So be ready for 1.3, which is in February 2021. Or if you want to summon for 1.4, I don't blame you. You can go ahead. They're both extremely good units. It's just what you're gaining more from is 1.3 for all the new content it has to offer. Not only the good XIAO, but also the first Dendro, which is XIAO. So, but anyway, guys, do what you want. But in my opinion, save for 1.3. 100%. That's out of the question. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this content. And absolutely nerve-wracking what I just seen that XIAO do to that Hypostasis Electro, right? Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy this video, go ahead and subscribe down below. I'm also going to put out a showcase soon. I am currently grinding the resources, but yesterday I pulled my boy Tartaglia, aka Child. I pulled him because I realized that I spent 14,000 primal gems, which was 8 summons, meaning on my 9th summon I have a 50% chance to get him or another 5-star unit. So I went ahead and summoned, and I got Tartaglia. So sorry I didn't record it. It was only one summon. It wasn't really worth. But anyway, I'm going to be doing a showcase on Tartaglia soon, so stay tuned for that. And also, that's really about it for this video. Also, leave a like down below if you enjoyed this. You're going to be hyped for both of these updates, but what you should save for is 1.3. That is just my honest advice. Anyway, guys, I love you, and see you in the next video.